Hello everyone, my name is Eno Bino, and this is my hobby YouTube channel in brief book and film reviews. I wanted to come online today to give a review to this iconic artist. Hello everybody, my name is Johnny Cash, is what I used to say every time I come out and performed on the stage. Johnny Cash, what a legend, country / folk music legend. Where do you begin with this guy and that? So for any young people watching this and that, they've never really heard any Johnny Cash songs, I'm pretty sure you've came across maybe like a couple of beats of his and that, instrumentals and adverts or something like that as time has gone on that. But if you've never really checked out his music and that, and you like country music, or you're starting to like it, you're at that age where you're starting to have a flavour for all different types of music and that, I'd recommend that you go out and listen to this. I think you can get this on YouTube, so you can download this on YouTube and that. Phenomenal. I bought this in 2003, 2004, and I have to say, like, I fell in love with the sound and that of Johnny Cash. Now, I knew about him previously, him, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and I love the sound. But one of the songs really struck a chord with me. It was a song called "A Thing Called Love," and when I'm listening to music and that, a lot of people listen to the lyrics. I get that, and if it's not dance music or hip hop or something, R&B, they don't feel like the vibe and stuff, or it's not a good sound, or it's a bit low key or whatever, or it's a bit raggedy, whatever. But people actually don't understand putting songs together, the instrumentals of putting songs together, the time and percussion, the whole lot, the drums, the saxophone, the violins, the guitars, the slide guitars, the bass guitars, trombones, everything that goes together to make an outstanding sound. We're going to name a lot of songs there in the 50s and 60s, 70s, that when you listen to them, they're timeless and that, they take you to another space, and this song, A Thing Called Love, if you listen to the instrumentals in it, it's do 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 do. I can't play it here for copyright reasons and stuff, but if you go onto it, put in Johnny Cash, A Thing Called Love, and listen to the instrumentals of it, when I heard that song, I was like, wow, like, this really incredible and that, like, sound. And I listened to it and that, and I was just looking. I heard about Johnny Cash. I knew about, obviously, Ring of Fire, popular Falls and Prison Brews. His two kind of mainly most popular songs and stuff. So I went there, wanted to know about it. So these are really good songs and that, they're timeless classics and that. What else has he brought out? Because I really like to go into it. And also it was just back then we didn't have YouTube. You couldn't just download these songs on YouTube and stuff and that. It was like 22 years ago. And there was still a bit of love in going out and buying a CD and reading up on all the credits and stuff, and the pamphlet and stuff. Like, you'd get information within the pamphlet about who was on percussion, who was on drums for particular songs and that. There's not much on this one and that, but in most of them that you would, and that, in the booklets. And I just really loved the sound of that, very uplifting, like a song that Hey Porter, just really good songs and stuff and that. The Ballad of Ira Hayes, like, he's just really good, really thoughtful lyrics, songs put together and that. So it has some fantastic country and western singers and songwriters that have gone past, and you see it now as well. Like, you'd have like rap intertwined now, which you'd never cross them back 20 years ago. Like, I mean, I think the first person that ever really done that was Everlast's House of Pain and that, and maybe a little bit of Kid Rock, and maybe a little bit of the other crew. What are they called? I can't think of Limp Bizkit. Maybe a little bit, but not much. Like, I don't even think they were kind of more kind of like rap and kind of metal, where Everlast is kind of country. If you listen to his 1998 song and that, it was like a bit of like guitar and stuff and that, you know, with the rap and that. But you hear it now with that song that came out recently, everybody in the club getting tipsy and that, you know, everybody in the club and it's mixing the two styles, the two flavors, and you hear the violin coming in over the rap and stuff and that, you know. So really good. But anyway, forgetting what I was talking about. This album is a really brilliant album and that. So if you want to listen to it, I want something to listen to and kind of like takes appreciation and understand about the history, you know, of Johnny Cash, the performer and stuff, and that man that had a lot of troubles and stuff, you know. He had I think it was there's a film out called Walk the Line. There's also a book written by his first wife, I think it's Vivian Diston. She was Sicilian, and there's a story there about the hassles that they had, you know, him being married to a Sicilian Catholic who was deemed a Negro in, you know, the 1950s, around about that time where the KKK were in operation, the white supremacy gang, whatever, and they're still in operation today, but like it was really bad back then. Like it's not so much now. They do exist, but it's not so much now. And that, and his troubles with I think it's the paracetamol painkillers and stuff. He was addicted. It's all in the film there. Joaquin Phoenix. I think it's Joaquin Phoenix, and that I can never pronounce her first name. He's the star in it along with another lady. I can't remember her name neither. Something Foster, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, just an iconic album and that. Johnny was active, I think it was from 1954 to 2003. He died in 2003, very sad. Actually did a pretty decent album actually just before he passed away. One of them was one of the songs of What Have I Become. It was very kind of like you know, he knows he's nearing death and stuff, and he's very religious too. Well, not so much religious, but he come from a gospel background and stuff, and I suppose the weight of the church hung over his shoulders a lot of time with that background, you know, even from all the success that he had. He'd always had that instilled that he'd call himself, or you know, people would call him the Man in Black because he made a song called The Man in Black. Great. It's actually not on this, I don't think. But if you look up, it's on YouTube as well. Look up Johnny Cash, The Man in Black. He plays it and he gives the reason why he always wore black and stuff, and that the reason why and stuff. So yeah, just looking back, I wanted to give an album review, and I just thought this one was really good. Peace in the Valley, Walk the Line, Hey Paul, Cry Oh Cry, A Boy Named Sue, really good. Get Rhythm, one of my favourites. Get Rhythm, number 12 track trial. Get Rhythm When You Get the Blues. Very bouncy, like, you know, his type of music gave hope to a lot of people, and that inspired people to come out of the old boring Nashville sound. And even though Johnny kind of worked in Nashville and lived there and actually passed away there, he was originally from Nashville, Tennessee. He was originally from, I think, Arkansas, Kingsland, Arkansas. And yeah, so it's 22 classics recording. The label is Spectrum Music, and it was released in 1998. Really good album. If you're not doing anything, you want to listen to something when you're doing a bit of work in the background, your appreciation, you like to listen to a bit of music, and that I definitely highly recommend this album, Johnny Cash, The Best Of. You'd have a couple of variations of the best of Johnny Cash and that by different labels and stuff, but you'll recognise this one if you go online. The photo of him there, you'll recognise that, and it's a really good one. I think it's definitely. In fact, I'll look it up and I'll put down the link so you can go look down in the description, and you'll see straight away that I'll lead you to where the album is and that. So hope everyone's doing very well, staying blessed there today. It started out very rainy here, but then it got nice and sunny and that, so feeling kind of blessed that the weather's so good today. Yeah, but hope all as well. Got some more reviews coming up over the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned. Next week, I think it's a film review next week. Yeah, it's a book review last week, so film review next week and that. So until then, keep the faith, stay blessed always. Bye bye.